Time has truly flown by. It was 5 years ago from today that I started this YouTube channel. I remember when I started this channel, I was just a freshman in college. It was during the first semester of COVID, and we had been sent home. And so began the COVID lockdowns. I initially started this for really two primary reasons, and there were some subsidiary reasons as well, but the two main reasons I started this channel were because I wanted a way to document memories that I could later look back on, which is why in my earlier content you'll find speeches that I did in high school in competition, or that I did as part of a class project in college in a public speaking course. And it's why I have videos that are kind of goofy and that I just made at various times in my life to try to be funny or to provoke a certain reaction. The other primary reason I started this channel is because I needed something to do at the time. COVID had hit and we had been sent home from university, so I was no longer part of the mock trial team at university, which is something I was very passionate about doing. And I was no longer doing in-person courses. Everything was through an online interface. And it's so vastly different from in-person. Really can't put into words how big that distinction is. It's truly different, and we'll leave it at that. But fall semester came and I had another a full online semester. And it was really around this time, the summer and fall of that year 2020, that I started uploading content. And then spring 2021, I returned to campus. I decided to pledge a fraternity. And for those of you who are part of my channel, kind of know where things went from there, but for those who are new here, I'll give a hyper abridged version. I ended up getting into the fraternity that semester, but the following semester I started to develop powerful delusions. So now we're at fall 2021, and these delusions interfered with my ability to operate normally on a day-to-day basis. They impaired my judgment, eradicated my discernment, erased my insight. And so I didn't even know that the things I was saying were irrational. I ardently believed in every single one of the delusions that I had. And during this time period, I uploaded lots of conspiratorial and, just put it plain and simple, content that was made while I was manic. I still have a lot of these videos on my channel. They're just privated because I'm embarrassed about them, but I keep them because it is part of my life journey. And I have done some videos on this channel since then where I react to videos I made during a manic episode. I got quite a few of those, actually, if you want to check those out. People said that they found them very interesting and insightful. There was even one viewer who said that this should be taught in college classrooms to help people understand what mania looks like, and I just thought that was awesome. So 2022 is when things went really downhill. I, of course, got kicked out of college. I got kicked out of my fraternity. Lost a lot of friends. Really lost all of my friends. And I began to socially isolate. And for the next 2 years, I would experience depression from January 2022 to late December of 2023. I was pretty much indoors at all times of the day. And I would never leave my bed. I put on a lot of weight. I went from 180 pounds to 350. But at some point I started making George Carlin reaction videos as a way to interact with other people, even if it was in an online format. At least I was getting some interaction. That human interaction is so important regardless of where you get it. And things took off from there. I transitioned from making George Carlin reaction videos to eventually making videos just talking about my bipolar experiences because I wanted the world to know what happened to me at this point. At first, I was embarrassed about it, and I still am embarrassed about many elements of that manic episode, but I wanted the world to know so that I could inform others about my experience and hopefully help others navigate the difficulties of life with bipolar. And that brings us to where we are today. The channel's now at 1,120 subscribers, the last I looked at it, and we're continuing to grow. And I'm really proud of the community that we've been able to build here, and it's only up from here. So I just want to thank you all for being a part of this journey. Thank you for all your kind words of support. Thank you for watching and liking the videos. It means the world to me, and I'm going to keep making content going forward. No worries about that. Thank you all. Please like, comment, and subscribe.